PK52, the Saturday morning meeting. So if you didn't watch last week, and it's the first time you've watched this YouTube channel, click back on last week because this is going to be a 3 or 4 part series. So just to catch you up, spent some time just outside of Fayetteville in Arkansas, and I got a chance to go to the original 5 and dime Walmart store that was originally a Ben Franklin store. Way back in the day, Ben Franklin, had the little hardware store, and Sam Walton went to work for Ben Franklin and gave them some great ideas, and they thought he was wrong, and so he bought a Ben Franklin store and turned it into Walmart. I love this little Walmart. It was Walmart with a hyphen, Walmart with a star, and now I don't know how many millions of dollars they had to spend, but now Walmart doesn't have a hyphen or a star. It's all one word, and they did that in 2018. So somebody in the marketing department thought, let's spend $100 million just to remove the hyphen from Walmart. And when you have billions and billions of dollars, I guess that's just not a whole lot of money. So Sam Walton was a self-made man. He grew up in Oklahoma on a farm that was I'm sure sometimes they were hungry. He ended up going to school at Mizzou to Missouri, and he got an engineering and economics degree, so economics, and he was a thinker. And his big deal was, why are we paying so many middlemen when we could buy this giant warehouse and we could stock the items that Americans buy the most of, and we could control the market? And he did it. And everybody that hung around him for a long time were also billionaires. And so he had 10 rules, and I did the first 3 rules last week. So follow those, and I'm going to give you rule number 4, 5, and 6. But I'm going to tweak it into the car business a little bit because I don't want to steal his stuff because it's his stuff. You need to go online and see exactly what he said. So number 1 for this week would be item 4 they called him Mr. Sam. And he said communicate. And information is power. That's what the man said. It was make sure that everybody knows everything. Well, let's look at the car business. As long as you don't learn anything in the car business, if you go in every day and never try to learn, then there's less chance that you can move up through the system. I've watched too many people start the first day in the car business. I met them when they got in the car business that are now general managers or owners of dealerships. So F&I is a whole different part of the system. Writing service and service retention and recon and all those things. So I don't know, if I was a salesperson and I thought that I was going to do this for the rest of my career, I want to get better every single year so my ability to make an income gets better, because we're only paid based upon the yield that we create. So I don't know, I might go to my service director and say, hey, when you've got somebody going on vacation, I'll come back in on my days off and I'll run a service station. I'll be happy to be an ASM, a service writer for the day, because my clients are coming in and it allows me to stay up with my clients. Now, I know nobody's going to do that, but that's a suggestion. So if you now volunteering yourself and you're back there working with your clients that you sold a car and you're working in the service department, then you're going to sell more cars than you ever sold before. Because again, I do these numbers all the time. If each service writer writes 20 ROs a day and there's 4 service writers, then almost 25,000 people come through those service doors every single year with only 4 ASMs. So why would you not, instead of sitting out on a golf cart out in front of the dealership waiting for nobody to show up, why would you not spend a day a week back in the service drive talking to 20 or 30 people that currently have Toyotas? Again, that would be the communication part. Information is power. How do I learn the rest of this business so I can perpetuate myself? I like that. Appreciate. He said that you need to not take yourself too serious. I mean, there's going to be failures. Can you find humor in the failures? So I was at a dealership the other day, and I got to be honest with you, it wasn't good. There was a couple of cars here and a couple of cars there, but I mean, people had actually called the general manager and go, you guys okay? Are you guys open? Because of the lack of inventory. So I told him, I said, well, why not play off on this? Buy one of those stupid big balloons up in front and said, we've still got inventory, but our inventory is low, so we had space for this balloon. Now, I thought that was funny, and most people are going, Casey, that was stupid. But really, what would a customer say that drove by and go, that's funny, got room for a balloon, But now they're looking. And now they're thinking. And now maybe they stop in next time. So what kind of humor could we put in to the deal? I look at it this way, as a salesperson in a dealership or a salesperson anywhere, who in the organization is making you money? I mean, if you sold furniture, you don't sell furniture until somebody moves it in the showroom. So the people that move the furniture in the showroom are a part of your sale, right? I know you don't think that way, but they're part of your sale. You can break that down into every deal. These lawyers think, you know, I'm a great lawyer. I'm going to go in there and win the case for you. Well, you know what? Most of them don't even prepare their own case. The people that work for them prepare the case, and then they go in there and they read the notes. And it's crazy how many people are a part of your success. Look at it in a dealership. How much money have we made over the years because the recon department takes a pre-owned car and makes the car look brand new, or makes sure the inventory is right, or make sure everything's there, the keys are there, easy to find. Everything about the lot where I work and everything is easy to access because somebody's in charge of that. I've got a good friend right now working in a dealership, and I know they don't appreciate him, but I know every day he goes out there and makes sure the window labels are right. He goes out there and makes sure the keys are out there, that all the keys are present, that all the information about the cars is present and accessible for the sales professionals. He does that every single day, and he'll be overlooked for years, even though he's making their job easier. You've got to appreciate those people. I also look at the tech. You know, technicians look over every car. Even if a car comes in new, it still goes through PDI, so a technician has looked at every single car. So if I can place my client in the hands of a singular technician, then it's a greater chance that those customers are going to stay with me forever. And so that whole appreciate, when you walk into the dealership or your job or your family or wherever you go, stop for a second and realize, why am I here? Why am I successful? Or because everything's tough now. Why am I here and why am I not successful? Remember that the people around you maximize your ability for success. So that would be Sam Walton, Mr. Sam's, number 5. Number 6, celebrate. You know, find a reason to celebrate every small triumph, every triumph. You know, think about when you raised your kids. You know, most children learn to walk. And it's not because that you're the greatest walking parent in the whole world, because everybody else's kids are walking too, right? But isn't it monumental at the moment when the child stands up and walks across a room? Everybody, oh my God, that's the most amazing thing. Did you see that? You know, it's just these little bitty victories in life change everything. I mean, I'm almost sounding like a preacher right now, but I mean, what is preaching if it's not coaching somebody to see the pure part of the world? So I got so fortunate in part of my career that for a very short period of time, I got to run Atlanta Toyota in the north part of Atlanta, Georgia. The staff that was there, they were, I mean, when I left that dealership, I left in tears because of the amazing people that I got to work for and the amazing success we had in a very short period of time. It was monumental. So everybody gets paid. You know, and you throw a spiff out, you get paid, and oh, you made so much money. But I don't know, it's a paycheck, and you get paid based upon the agreement you had with the dealership. If you get paid commission or hourly or whatever, that's what you signed up for, and you're due that. So as a manager, I said, oh, you made a lot of money, and I made that happen. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I gave you an opportunity on a pay plan, and you did all of it. And that's the way I looked at it. So every once in a while, I tried to do something that was fun. I had a little bonus. Some of you managers out there might like this. Very inexpensive. So for every single car we sold for the month, I had a giant $5 bill that I did on the copy machine so nobody could counterfeit. It's big. And on that $5 bill, we would write the stock number, we would write the name of the customer and the name of the salesperson and the date of delivery. And then we tape that on the windows of the dealership. So think about this. Now, I did it on the last 11 days of the month. So the last 11 days of the month, in that month and everything, we did over 300 deliveries. So we had a monster month that month. I think we ended up over 800 new and used that month. So the whole front of the dealership was pasted in these $5 bills. The customers come in and go, what's that all about? Well, if you buy a car from me today, I get to put your name and everything on that $5 bill, and then I'm going to let you put it up on the wall because I want it to be strategic. And then at the end of the month, they're going to put it in a big bingo hopper, and one salesperson is going to win 50% of the $5 bills. The second place salesperson is going to win 30%, and the third place salesperson is going to win 20%. And what's that costing me as the general manager of the dealership? It's costing me $5 a car. That's all it's costing me. But $5 times over 300. So you know the money in the bank right now, right? So it's funny because at the end of the month, that dealership, we had our posted hours were 7 days a week until midnight. So our closing time each night was midnight. So 8 to midnight, Monday through Saturday, and 10 to midnight on Sunday. That's real. So I don't want to say her name, but my top salesperson ended up winning the 50%. It was crazy because the people that she'd sold cars to during the month understood what was going to happen at midnight at month-end close, and they came back to the store. How great a salesperson are you if your customers that you sold a car to on the stupid 13th of the month or the 17th of the month came back in at month-end close at midnight, bringing their children to sit there and clap in case you won. And then when she won, I did the 20%, then the 30%, and then I pulled her name out, and the place went freaking ballistic for $5. It's crazy how easy it is to be negative. And I love this whole visit with Mr. Sam, with Sam Walton, and to look at the whole mantra of the way Walmart began, because it was all about him giving back an opportunity for somebody that may have never had an opportunity before. And if they were willing to stay long term, he made sure they were taken care of. He believed in his associates and the people that put him where he was. And that's the reason that I've broken out on this right now. So there's too much negative in the world. If you turn on any news channel, whatever flavor, it doesn't even matter. It's just negative because negative sells. You can find somebody to hate somebody like that. But in order to find somebody to truly love and to want to be in their life, it's almost impossible anymore because the world tells you that we got to hate everybody. I took a little step back in the past with Mr. Sam Walton and what it took for him to take an idea and turn it into billions of dollars for a lot of people. This is PK52, the second insertion of the Walmart story, the Saturday Morning Meeting.